And then I wait for Oprah to say something that I don't agree with, and then I take it out on my girlfriend because I'm an asshole. So Oprah brings out this guest. She gives her this huge intro. She's been on this, she's been on that, and she does the most difficult job on the planet. She's a mother. So immediately I look at my girlfriend. I'm like, really? Being a mom is the most difficult job on the planet? How many mothers died on ice road truckers last season? Any moms get washed overboard on Deadliest Catch? I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but what would you rather have as a job? You want to scoop scallops off the bottom of the ocean, catching that lobster trap to the back of your head? Or do you want to hang in the sunshine with a couple of rugrats? You'd send them to bed anytime you want and some trumped up charges because you want to have a drink and watch The Price is Right? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is the most difficult job. I mean, I thought roofing in the middle of July as a redhead, you know? I thought that was a difficult job. I really did. I thought it was difficult. But evidently these mothers, they're bending over at the waist, putting DVDs into DVD players, going to war pinned down by a sniper. What a joke! You ever burp a baby and forget to put that towel up there? There's another shirt you gotta wash. Oh, lift with your knees and put it in that machine that does it for you. Dude, any job you can do in your pajamas is not difficult. It isn't. I'm sure it's, yeah, to hell with these mothers. Watching cartoons, taking naps. Look, I'm messing around, but you know, come on. I know it's a difficult job, but the most difficult job on the whole planet. Remember when Saddam let the oil fields on fire and those poor bastards had to go put them out? 4,000 degrees, walking in with your little asbestos shield, just walking into flames. You want to do that or watch Bob the Builder again? I mean, be honest with yourself. I got a dog recently. I did. I went down to the pound. I got one of those free dogs. Yeah, that's how I say it. I don't say I rescued a dog. I hate when people say that. It's like totally obnoxious. It's a complete exaggeration. She's a rescue. Yeah, I rescued her. Really? Did you pull her out of a burning building? Did you jump in a river with your clothes still on with no concern for your own safety? Or did you just go down to the pound and get a free dog? Isn't that what you did? Stop acting like you had to take out a couple of guards, crawl in on your elbows, using hand signals. Dude, you ever go down to the pound? They're just giving them away. They don't even do a background check. You want him? Hey, get out of here. Who's next? You want a poodle? Come on, you got a perm. It'll be hilarious. Actually, my girlfriend got the dog when I was on the road. I was on the road, she got the dog. Classic girlfriend move, right? That's just a 10 to 15 year commitment. Why would you include me in that decision? What would I need to know? So we're Skyping. I thought she got one of those little shit dogs, you know? Like a Yorkshire Terrier or something you could punt across the room if it got out of line, right? Something you could take your day out on. You know what I'm saying? And so we're Skyping. I go, let me see it. So she pans around, and I think I'm going to see, you know, some little Chihuahua, whatever the hell those dogs are. I'm immediately staring at like this hellhound, this just massive dog, and I start freaking out. I'm like, is that a pit bull? Please tell me you didn't get a pit bull. She's like, it's not a pit bull, it's a mix. Mixed with what? Another pit bull? Look at that thing. It's like it's been doing pull-ups its entire life. Its front paws were still taped up and shadow boxing. It's got a teardrop tattoo. It's a pit bull. What more do you need to see? Oh, it gets worse. Her and a friend actually didn't get it down at the pound. They found it by the Los Angeles River. Yeah, this thing was the real deal. She's sitting there going, it was out there for 10 days. Don't you think that's sad? No, it's scary. Because judging by its physique, it got plenty of protein over the last week and a half. It wasn't eating nuts and berries, all right? It was choking out joggers. It was twisting heads off of rabbits. You brought a murderer into the house. You just rescue an alligator while you're at it. Stick it under the bed, add to the excitement. You know what's great though? I fell in love with the dog. Absolutely love this dog, and I'm totally sold on the breed. And I know a lot of people don't like pit bulls because they ate a couple of kids. I understand that. I'm telling you, you owe it to yourself at some point in your life to walk down the street with a pit bull. You gotta do it. It's tremendous. People just get out of the way. 3-4 blocks away, they see me coming, they immediately start crossing the street. I love it. I feel like a king. I don't know why black people complain about that. I love having the whole side of the street to myself. It's awesome. Yeah. Black people have no idea how difficult it is as a white man to have to walk down the street every half a block, have frivolous conversations about the weather. Oh, man, I think it is gonna rain. Why? Why do we have to have this conversation? No, it's tremendous. I like the respect. Look at me. My whole life I've looked like Ron Howard. You realize that? My whole life I've been mugged repeatedly. I've never had any street cred whatsoever. The second they see this 4-legged P90X body coming down the street, that's it. It's the best dog on the planet. You gotta get a pit bull, I'm telling you, man. It's like a gun you can pet. Get 2 of them, come down to you, just strapped. All of a sudden, there's no line at the ATM. It's just the whole world opens up for you. All right, let's wrap this up here. I had lunch the other day. I'm a big-time conspiracy theorist. I drive my girlfriend nuts. You know, I think they're about ready to microchip all of us. Yeah, they got this commercial down in the States, you know. You got that commercial up here for Duracell batteries? They're selling batteries, and the commercial is some woman can't find her kid in the park. That's how they're selling batteries. The hell kind of way is that to sell batteries? Do you remember the old commercials? They just show some guy in a rainstorm, has a flat, pulls out a flashlight. Oh, thank God he had Duracell. You can see how wet I'm getting. That was it. Now they're showing this woman she can't find her kid in the park. She's sitting there going, Kevin? Kevin? Has anybody seen Kevin? Sitting there freaking out, then she pulls out this little device. Beep, 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 and there comes Kevin running out of the woods. And they're like, Duracell batteries. It's like, dude, the hell with the batteries. What was that thing she just took out of her pocket? How did Kevin know to come out of the woods? He didn't have an antenna. His sneakers weren't glowing. What the hell is in Kevin that's connected to that device? Don't just show me that like that's normal. Oh, yeah, robot kids. Hey, must go see mommy. It's unbelievable. Can't understand you. Female voice does not travel well. I don't know what it is. Up close or in a whisper can make your dick hard, but beyond 10 feet, it just sounds like a couple of birds fighting over a French fry or something, you know? There you go. That's how we start. Somebody's coming out of the gate. I'm sick of Obama's wife. Yeah. Just running her. This isn't some Democrat Republican shit. This is just in general. Just running her yap. It's just like, shut up. You know? You weren't elected. You know, your husband isn't running a lemonade stand. He's running the country. No, generally speaking, first ladies, they've been out of line for a good 25, 30 years. They think for some reason that their husband has the job, that now they should be chiming in like they know some shit. You know? Dude, if you had a leak at your house and you called the plumber, and the plumber comes in and he starts fixing it, what would you do if 5 seconds later his wife, who isn't a plumber, comes walking in, well, I think we should run it over here. It's like, shut up. Just because you're fucking the plumber doesn't mean you understand plumbing. Okay? No. This is all like my fears, because they're trying to tell us down south there, they're starting to like gear up for Hillary Clinton to be running for president, saying like, I think that would be a good thing. Yeah, people clapping. What is that based on? Based on what? I don't get how she became a senator. That's shocking to you? She went from never holding political office to immediately being a senator. Why, because she was fucking the president? Should Tom Brady's wife be the next quarterback of the Rams? Does he have some sort of magical powers, like you suck at sports. I couldn't throw it all, and then he fucked me, and I just picked up this ball, and I was just lacing it in there. It was incredible. Dude, it all started with Nancy Reagan. That's where it first went off the rails, you know? She came out with her little bird body, you know, just her big head. Just came walking out, say no to drugs, and people off your heroin, say no to that. She just walked back. Hillary had her stupid health care plan. Obama's wife's running her yap on 60 Minutes, you know? I gotta give it up to the Bushes. They had their women in line. They did. Barbara never said shit. She smiled every once in a while. She threw something in there. George W.'s wife, I don't even know her name. This dude was in office for 8 years. I don't even know her fucking name. What's it, like Beth or Paige or something like that? He had her on lockdown. Going out there tonight, I'm giving a speech. And when I say something and they laugh, you're gonna nod. You're gonna smile and you're gonna nod that head. Is this how it's gonna be? Really? Do you think like me saying this is somehow gonna affect? She's still gonna win. Listen, let me ask you this question. Do you think that a woman being president is gonna affect anything? Do you? Oh, do you? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? What the fuck is she gonna do? Do you know what the president makes? The president makes $400,000 a year. That's it. He's supposed to keep bankers in line that get like $100 million bonuses. I'll tell you, if you really want, nothing's gonna change, okay? Black, white, dick, or clam. It doesn't make a bit of difference. Nothing is gonna change until somebody's got the balls to start a group, go over the wall of one of these gated communities, and you start slitting some throats. And not just random throats, the right throats. You gotta climb up a tree, be up there with your scope, knowing that in 11 fucking minutes your life is gonna end, right? And take out many of those people as you can. Yeah, other than that, it's just gonna be a pair of tits saying the same shit to you. I'm staying in a hotel, everybody. I like staying in hotels. They make me feel comfortable. I feel safe in a hotel. You know, you got the lobby. There's always somebody down there in case an axe murderer comes in. That's the first person that's gonna get killed. You can hear their screaming when you're up in your room. Gives you a chance to plan. Barricade the door, you know, turn on the shower, hide in between the mattresses, right? Little misdirection. Back in the day, I used to stay in motels. I hated staying in motels. Could never feel safe. You were lying in a bed 2 feet from a door that just opened up out into a parking lot. Anybody in the world could just come walking up, kick the door open, you motherfucker, just drag you out of the bed. And you're just lying in that bed, so not ready to have a fight to the death. Sitting there half naked, like nodding off. Meanwhile, there's some guy on the other side of the door with a chainsaw, like. You're lying there like, it's kind of early to be trimming the hedges. But when that dude comes through that door, you lie to yourself as a man that if something like that happened, dude, I just jump up, grab a lamp, let's fucking do this. You know what the reality is? Most people, the best you could do is maybe make a weird noise. Just be like, and that would be it. That would be it. That dude just come in. The last thing you'd see is just ceiling carpet, ceiling carpet, ceiling carpet, ceiling carpet, ceiling carpet. Looking upside down back at your own body, right? I will say this. What I do enjoy about this theater is nobody has told me it's haunted. Anytime you go into a theater, they always give you the history. It was built 1948. It was a tribute to Rocket Richard. Everybody chipped in, blah, 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 blah. And we have a ghost. His name is Michael. I immediately lose all respect for anybody over the age of 8 that still believes in ghosts. It's like, really? You still believe in specters and goblins? What is the end game of being a ghost? I don't get it. You can go anywhere you want to go in the world. You're just going to stay in a basement for the rest of your life? Just waiting for once every 6 months somebody comes down to check the boiler and you get to be like, why wouldn't you go somewhere? Dude, I'd fly right to Washington, D.C., fly right into the CIA building, just start sitting in on meetings. Like, these guys are out of their fucking minds. Fly to the Super Bowl, go right into the huddle. I always wondered what they talked about. I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life in an attic trying to scare some accountant into solving my murder. I don't know. But anyways, you know what I'm afraid of? You know what I'm afraid of? Robots. Yeah, I saw one get interviewed on 60 Minutes, the top journalistic program in the United States. And he's just sitting there getting interviewed, not nervous at all, just rattling off all the fucking answers, you know? Not smoking, not fucking, leaking oil, whatever you would do as a nervous robot, right? And the reporter's asking him questions, and in the end he goes, so tell us. He's like, what are your goals? And I am alone in a hotel room, and I literally lean towards the TV. I'm like, these fucking things have goals? And the fucking robot just answers. He just goes, he goes, well, what are your goals? And the robot goes, to become smarter than human beings. Yeah. And the reporter just blows by it. He's like, okay, and what's your favorite color? Meanwhile, I'm standing on my bed yelling at the TV like, dude, unplug that fucking thing! Take the batteries out! Pull the wires out! Do something! How many sci-fi movies do you have to see before you realize where this is going? So anyways, every smart person, every super smart person in the world is saying these fucking things are gonna kill us. Even your boy here, the guy he recently died. What was his name? He was always sitting down. Hawkins, Stephen Hawkins, yeah. Too good to fucking stand up and make his point, just sitting down all fucking smarmy. Oh, I care so much. I poured ice on myself. And I showed off my abs at the same time for the gram. No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm so glad that guy's fucking dead, though. You know? Look at you guys. You're hard. How much longer do you want him to suffer? You don't believe in an afterlife? Maybe he's up there now. His fucking legs work. He's getting an angelic blowjob. How much longer do you want him to fucking sit there so you could feel better about yourself? Well, at least I'm not all fucking twisted up saying smart shit, right? I couldn't fucking stand that guy. He was so fucking negative. He never had anything positive to say. Hey, Steve, what do you got for us today? In 2035, there'll be no more apples. Thank you, Steve. Thanks a lot. Wasn't thinking about that. Now I am. Hey, so what's the solution? It's too late. We needed to try 40 years ago. Thanks a lot, buddy. I'm gonna go cry with my child now. Dude, I could hang out with that guy for about 3 minutes before I took the brake off his chair and just zoomed him into the other room. Hey, Steve, come back in when you got something dumb and positive to say. Yeah. Well, listen, I agreed with all of these super smart people thinking that these fucking robots were gonna kill us, right? I agreed with all of that shit until a couple of years ago, I was in New York and I was looking through a newspaper, right? And I have a whole new fucking theory. But in order for me to tell you my theory, I have to quickly take you back to the deep, dark, sordid history of the blow-up doll. All right? Now, I know there's a lot of millennials here, young people. You probably don't even know what one of these is. All right? With your fucking, I don't know what you guys do, your virtual reality glasses, fucking free porn flying by you, grabbing titties, and whatever it is you're doing. All right?
back in the day, this was the deal. If you were a person and you wanted to have sex with somebody else, but like nobody else wanted to have sex with you, and you know, you weren't strong enough to hold anybody down. I mean, you had to go, this how it was. You had to go out and you had to get a blow-up doll. And you had to fucking go out and get it. You had to fucking go out and get it, right? You couldn't just order it off of an Amazon and some delivery guy shows up. He doesn't know what's in the box. You're standing there like Tom Hanks. Hey, how you doing? Great to see you. I'm gonna fuck that. You have no idea what it is. Now, dude, you had to go down and you had to fucking get this thing. You had to find a porno store. You had to work it out that was far enough away from your house that no one was gonna recognize your car. You drive down like 11 in the morning. Who the fuck is gonna be there then, right? You'd park in the back on like a Tuesday, just sitting there in the car, psyching yourself up like, okay, I'm not hurting anybody. It's just an urge. Just get in there, okay? Hand in the money. Just get in there and get it done. You yank your hat down. You walk in with all your courage. And then you get in there and be too many other perverts in there and you get all psyched out. So what you do is you just grab a bunch of videotapes and you walked up to the counter and you had to make it look like it was an impulse buy, right? And you're walking up and everything, all the creepy shit was behind the counter, right? Just fucking heads and feet, just an ass, body parts, serial killer buffet. What fucking world am I entering? Oh my God, somebody's fucking a neck, Jesus Christ, right? And you set it down. Just make it look real subtle. Okay, buddy, is that gonna be all? Yeah, no, maybe that thing down the end with the surprised look on its face? Maybe I'd like to take a shot at that. I don't know. The guy wraps it up and then you finally get it, you give him the money, you fucking run out to the car, you have this whole weird emotion. You're like excited and you hated yourself. Thank God I finally did it. What the fuck is wrong with me? You just drive off. You go back to your little shitty fucking apartment and you had to blow it up quietly. So none of your neighbors heard, just like. Then you got excited, start going a little faster. And just watching this thing slowly come into life, just like. Right? And then you'd wrap those rubber legs around you. And God forbid you got caught. Your roommate comes walking in, he's fucking a blow-up doll! Dude, your life was over. You had like 6 minutes to get your mom on the phone like, Mom, I love you, you're never gonna see me again, don't believe what people said about me, I'm so sorry, I'm going to Alaska, oh God, click. That was it. You moved to Alaska. That was, no one ever saw you again. And that's why to this day, if you go to Alaska, there's like 8 men for every 2 women. Yeah, because that state is littered with men who got caught fucking shit they shouldn't have been fucking. So now, fast forward to about 2016, I'm in New York City, right? And I'm looking through the newspaper or whatever, and I come across an article, and it's on this robot that for $10,000 you buy this thing, you can have sex with it, right? Now notice, 5 minutes ago, I brought up a blow-up doll. Didn't even have a joke, just said blow-up doll, and you all laughed. A blow-up doll. Who would do such a stupid thing, right? That's weird. 5 minutes later, I say a robot that you can have sex with, dead silence in here. As if collectively you were all just like, well, what does it look like? I'm not gonna lie to you. It still looks like a dead body, but it looks way fucking better than that blow-up doll from 30 years ago. And that's what scares me, because everything gets better, right? You look at when cars first came out, the stupid horn, you had to crank start it, you'd run over your best friend. Now you can start one up with a remote control from like 50 yards away, right? Remember when airbags first came out? They just had one for the driver. My family! Oh my God! Oh my God! Why would you just save me? And then eventually, they got airbags for everybody. Well, these robot sex dolls are gonna be no different. Okay, they're just gonna keep getting better and better and better. And these fucking nerds are not gonna be making any regular looking robot dolls, right? You know, some girl next door, you know, just some plain Jane, the chick your mom likes, being like, well, there's a nice girl you could settle down with. She knows how to cook. Fuck that. They're gonna make Victoria's Secret supermodels, just absolute, like Paris runway looking supermodels. And you're gonna be able to come home to one of these things, and it's gonna laugh at all your jokes. It's gonna sit down and watch the game with you like it doesn't get any better than this. Yes, it does. Then it's gonna get up and make you a fucking, I don't know, bunt cake or a meat pie, whatever the fuck you people eat, right? There's not gonna be a human woman in here that's gonna be able to compete with that for longer than 90 minutes, even on your birthday. By the third trip to the fridge, she's gonna be like, yeah, fucking get it yourself. What am I, your slave? Go fuck yourself. And after you've been with one of these robots, like sex dolls, you're not gonna be able to go back to a real woman, right? With all her hopes and dreams and her needs. You're gonna be coming home, she's like, what is going on with you? We're not connecting, we need a date night. All you'd be thinking is like, how do I shut this fucking thing off? What is it, on nagging mode? Why isn't it blowing me right now? I clearly entered the room. I entered the room. It's supposed to drop to its knees and blow me. I don't understand. Yeah, like your ego is going to be at like a dictator level. Like me and my man tits have arrived. Service me. Say that I am your lord. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You're not going to be able to go back to a real woman. And then nobody's going to be fucking women, so they're going to get lonely, so they're going to have to create a doll for you guys, right? A giant fucking, I don't know what you guys are into. I don't pretend to know, like some giant Brad Pitt looking fucking robot doll, fucking 8-pack abs, a robot dick down to the floor, you know? Holds both your hands when you tell a story, right? Whatever you're into. Opens a bottle of wine at 12 noon. It's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah. I think they're gonna fuck us into extinction. Because at that point, the only people left having sex with other human beings are gonna be hipsters and the homeless, right? Because hipsters, they love all the old shit, right? Cassette tapes, frisbees, dressing like a cobbler, whatever the fuck it is they're doing, right? But even a homeless guy, you know, after like, I don't know, a couple of years, he'll be able to drag some old one-legged fucked out robot model out of the trash, drag it back to its lair, and that thing will still be building him up, you know, just laying there like, I don't think you smell that bad. This is my favorite bridge. Yeah. And we're all gonna fucking die off. And what's gonna be left to fight these robots off is gonna be an entire generation of hipster spawn. Yeah. And they're gonna go to war ironically. Yeah. Dressed like, I don't know, fucking growing Civil War beards, dressing like Star Wars action figures, and they're gonna get fucking slaughtered. And right when they get down to the last 30, there's gonna be some liberal robot going like, we should save a few for posterity. Right? They're just gonna stick them in a zoo. And be this little hodgepodge of what was left. You know, black, white, Latin, Asian, gay, straight, trans, whatever the fuck, right? And they're still gonna be arguing with each other. The robots are just be standing outside going, I love it when they cross their legs. Yeah, look, admittedly, I'm a fucking psycho. And I am. Dude, I have dreams. I had a dream 2 years ago that still haunts me. You know? You ever have one of those dreams where you think you woke up, but you didn't? You know? You're just sitting up and it feels like your house. I had one of those dreams, right? So I sat up in bed and I looked over and there was this little girl in the corner of the room, no idea who she was. She was like 3-4 years old and she was talking to me, but I couldn't understand what she was saying. She was just standing in the corner just going like, I was like, what? What'd you say? I can't hear you, sweetheart. You got to come a little closer. She walked like halfway to the bed. She's like nodding her head, just going, big like the Grudge eyes. I'm just like, you gotta come closer. She walks all the way up to the bed. I was just like, I couldn't hear you, sweetheart. What'd you say? What did you say? And she just nods and just goes, you're gonna kill yourself. I just sat up like, ah! I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I am not. My wife wakes up. What's the matter? I'm like, I just had like the most scary dream I've ever had in my life. It was horrible. She's like, was I in it? No, you self-centered jackass. Jesus Christ. Not everything is about you, sweetheart. I love you, but it's not all about you. Now shut up. I tried to go to sleep in the same position so I'd run into that little girl again so I could just be like, look, you little shit. You don't go around saying that to people. Now I'm not going to kill myself. I don't know what that dream meant, because you dream in metaphors, man, So, I don't know. It just freaks me out, though, Disturbs my wife and shit. But, there is one good thing about being a psycho.